Welcome back.
Listen, recently we had a crazy storm, so we're going to be creating an amazing fall garland using some of the branches from the recent storm we had in our area.
We are on location from Bratton House as promised, and we are going to take one of these branches that blew over in the storm, and we're going to turn it into something incredible for our front door.
So what we're going to do is show you guys a step-by-step on how we're going to take parts of the branches and use them in this fall garland. Jake wants to remove some of the foliage that is really going to be a little bit too crunchy, and we're going to add in some goodies from Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree, and make this the most incredible garland you've ever seen. And Jake was also talking to me about adding in mood lighting, so some different lights.
Yes, absolutely. I swung by Hobby Lobby out in the lobby of it. They always had that magical glow. I love the holidays because of the lights that you get to put in things, and I thought, why not do it now? So we're going to add some lights into this. We're going to start our holiday season early right here in fall, and without further ado, let's get to crafting.
Okay, we have our storm branch, and when Jake proposed this idea to me, I was a little bit confused on what we're removing, so he's going to explain quickly the parts of your branches that you might have laying out in your yard that you want to remove to create a similar fall garland to what we're going to be doing.
So as we're looking at the branches, we're looking at the way that it naturally is. I've always talked to you guys as we're making floral arrangements to think of it how it is in nature. So one of the cool things about actually using a branch is you literally have something that comes out of nature. What we're going to do, we're going to replace the leaves that are dead with a silk stem, but we're just going to cut off probably about 1 inch or 2 from where it attaches to the main part of the branch.
So here is
Yep.
where we would cut?
Yep, cut it right there.
Okay, so originally I thought that he was talking about cutting off all the branches.
Nope.
So he's saying to leave these parts so you guys have something to replace the dead icky branches with some pretty silks and florals.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Let's get to work.
Yeah, let's do it. Here is our trusty assistant, Nick, and he has brought us coffee for energy to do this massive fall garland. Thank you, Nick.
Yes.
Okay, so here is what we are kind of left with. Jake wants to give us a little bit more plume at the end here, so we're gonna wire this branch on here and kind of fake it till you make it. So if you don't have like a pretty branch that's this big, you guys can also take branches and kind of connect them together. And if you don't have a big tree with down limbs, check Hobby Lobby in their garland section and just grab a garland. You can kind of do the same thing with that. Okay, so for this longer piece of limb, we're going to be taking one of the Hobby Lobby trees and then just bending it backwards so that the lighting could be distributed more evenly, giving it that beautiful romantic feel.
So basically, as you guys can see, this is the end where you would put the base onto this tree if you were going to just be standing it up. We took the branches, we bent them the opposite direction, and then what we're going to want to do is tuck this entire thing on the back side of our branch, because we're really wanting to highlight the branch, not necessarily this particular piece. We're done putting in our lights. I kind of want to explain to you what we did. We took the first of our Hobby Lobby trees, we put it back behind the branch because we really want to see this branch poking through our arrangement. Then we bent each one of these lights so that nothing looks straight. It looks more wiry like the natural tree branch was. And as you can see on this side of the branch, there wasn't a lot of branches that came off of it. And so we followed the same thing as we were going into this arrangement. We put the weight of all of our lights facing one direction just like it grows in nature. We left the top side of this branch, which it naturally did not have a bunch of the branches coming off of it where the leaves were. So we left it plain so that we, once again, follow nature. And we're going to now start to add in our leaves and some of our other arrangement pieces to make it look very fall.
Okay, so we got to taking a look at this and we're deciding to do 2 of these garlands, one with traditional fall colors and then one with some neutrals. Here are some neutral gathering of flowers and leaves that you all can find at Hobby Lobby. And then here are some that you can find at Dollar Tree. So here's 2 different kind of price points that you all can use in your projects. Or if you're like me, you can kind of combine them together. Jake also brought these over and these are from Dollar Tree. These look very, very high end on a budget. And a little tip for this Dollar Tree sparkle, you guys can spray it with some hairspray and that will keep some of your glitter on just a little bit better.
Okay guys, this is where we're going to take one of these bundles from Hobby Lobby. This is a new color for leaf for me anyway. It's light, it's beautiful. It almost looks exactly like what we took off of these branches to begin with. And we're going to snip each one of them right at the base. And if you use a little bit better and heavier wire clipper, it'll make it a lot easier to get into clipping these. And as you look at the stem itself, there's already some little notches right here. That's where you want to cut all of these at. It'll make it a lot easier. The other thing that you're going to want to do after you clip this off, once again, like I've been telling you guys, think about how it is in nature. This is a very straight stem right now. So if you go ahead and bend that and twist it a little bit, it'll give more life to that. So now that looks a little bit more natural than something that is perfectly straight. So don't be afraid to take it whenever you cut it off and give it a good bend.
And we're going to use just some floral wire. You can get this at any craft store, Dollar Tree, to wire all of our branches in. And we're going to be wiring them in those spots where the tree originally had the branches on. Okay, you guys, so we have wired the different branches in. Here's just kind of an up close showing of how everything looks. Jake was talking about how he didn't overload it, and I think that that makes a lot of sense because this piece of wood is so pretty.
Okay guys, now that we have our leaves put into the branches, once again, we kind of made sure that wherever there was a branch that we snipped off, that is where we placed our silk stem going back. And everything as far as our branches, you can see that it's laying fairly natural the way that it originally was in the branch. Now we're going to take the bottom side. It was the bottom side of the branch. It did not naturally have anything on it. And that's where we're going to build our floral on the bottom side of it. And then we will attach this with the floral side facing down so that it looks really pretty. Since this particular piece is going outside for us and we live on a hill where it's extremely windy, we're going to take a drill and we are going to get a drill bit that is a little bit larger than the stem that we have cut. So we took, this is a plastic silk. You can pick these up at Hobby Lobby, different places. These actually are something that we're recycling from one of my best friend's weddings. She had a fall wedding, tore the arrangements apart. And you're going to take a drill bit and it's gonna be a little bit larger than the stem. And we're gonna drill into our branch, and then we can use our glue pan, or you can use your hot glue gun, put a little bit of glue on it, stick it into the hole where we have drilled it, and it will hold even in our heavy winds that are on top of this hill.
Okay, now I'm gonna try it and see if I can actually do this. So Jake talked about drilling in the hole first.
Yep, so just go in a little bit. Yep, now
Okay.
angle it.
And then now angle it.
Angle it way back towards me. A little more. There you go. Now that we have our natural colored ferns in here, we're going to take some of our Dollar Tree ferns with all the glitter on it. These happen to be in warm silver. And we're going to place them in the background in a couple different places just to give a lot of depth and dimension to it.
So Jake and I ended up adding some of this greenery, the ferns kind of layered on top of that. And I really will tell you that the idea of drilling into the wood tree branch just worked so well and made these florals turn out incredibly natural looking. I really have never done this type of tip, trick, or hack before. So if you'll get the opportunity to try something like this, I really encourage you all to do that. And then we are, of course, hot gluing the florals into the drilled holes, and that is going to make them stay just really, really well. As he said, in our area, Bratton House Antiques it sits up on top of a hill, so there is a lot of wind that comes that direction. And recently these storms tore down tons of trees, branches, and it can really do a number on your outdoor decor. So I'll be interested to see how it withstands the wind that we get on the hill up here. So the next thing we're going to do is add these different clusters of florals. So something else he told me was when he does a floral arrangement, he likes to do things in threes. So if you notice, he's adding in several different bundles of florals. Here is how it turned out. Is going to go on the front of his store at Bratton House Antiques in Branson, Missouri. He's using a nail to hang the branch, and then he's simply wiring the branch to the nail. He nailed the nail to the outside of his shop, and this is exactly what I do when I hang my outdoor garlands. So many of you all ask me about how to hang things. Here's the hack, here's the tip and trick for you. So just another little hack, tip, and trick on how to create a beautiful, amazing garland. Here is the outside of Bratton House Antiques. They actually have two locations here in Branson, but this is the big one where the garlands are. And hey, if you're lucky and you stop by, he might actually sell this garland to you and the wreath that we're gonna make in the next part of this video. So fun, fabulous, very budget friendly, and very unique. Now we're going to share with you guys how to create this super amazing Dollar Tree wreath using Dollar Tree ribbon on a thrifted wreath base.
We're going to take this old tired wreath, we're going to pull it apart, we're going to use the frame, and we're going to make an incredible Dollar Tree vine. All right, so Dollar Tree this year has these great little gnomes. They have some amazing, it's a plastic eucalyptus.
Yeah.
And I am truly in love with their glitter ferns. And there's some other really great florals that have a great look. So we're going to, one of the other great finds there this year, check out these pumpkins.
Faux wooden pumpkin type thing.
They have
Loving
such
those.
a great look, especially for $1.25.
So the first thing Jake did was take and hot glue the gnome into the grapevine wreath base. You could also tie him on with just a bit of wire if you experience a lot of high wind in your area or you're not able to get him to glue on. The other thing he did, which was kind of a cool hack, is with this resin pumpkin, he drilled a hole in the side and then is wiring it to the wreath base. He wired several pumpkins on. Now we're going to create a Dollar Tree bow. So you're just going to take Dollar Tree chevron ribbon or any ribbon from the Dollar Tree. This is wired, which makes it really easy to work with. You just take it and loop it over on itself. And I measured the ribbon length from my hand to my elbow. That's a little hack, and that's going to be about a 12-inch measurement. And then once you loop that ribbon over on itself, you're going to tie it off in the center with a piece of floral wire, zip tie, or even a pipe cleaner will work. I'm taking the leftover ribbon from the rest of the roll and I'm going to simply add that on, and that's going to be our tail. And then you want to fluffy out your ribbon really well. That's what's going to make your bow look really nice. Twist those ribbon loops around and fluffy duffy it up. The next thing you want to do is just add that to your wreath base. You can add that on to your wreath base with zip tie again, floral wire, or a pipe cleaner. I believe I used floral wire on this part, and you can see Jake helping me out with this project. It's really been great for my hand. I recently was diagnosed with a pretty severe carpal tunnel due to all of my crafting, and to have somebody in the studio and to be able to join Jake in his studio is incredibly helpful, you guys, because it's giving my little hand a little bit of a break, and he can do some of the stronger clipping and you know, it's just been really great. The next thing we're adding is some of these Dollar Tree florals, some beautiful berries, and we're making this to kind of match that garland, and we're going to put it on the front of the antique store. So this has been super fun, and this was a very budget-friendly project. I think we used under $10 in Dollar Tree supplies, and then that thrifted wreath base. You can also get these grapevine wreath bases at Walmart for about $6 for the smaller ones and $10 to $12 for the larger ones. So really this wreath is $20 to $25 max if you go really crazy with your florals, and you guys can kind of have something really nice. If you're lucky, you can find one of these wreath bases at the thrift store. It's how I always used to make mine on a budget. So really amazing, and thank you, Jake, for helping out with this. I also added in a little bit of polka dot ribbon just to bring some interest up, since our little gnome friend had some oranges in it. And here is how it turned out. Jake is putting it on the front of Bratton House Antiques in Branson, Missouri. So you guys go check it out, and maybe if he's feeling like it, he'll even sell it to you guys. You need to go check out his antique shop though. He's got a lot of beautiful treasures on all different budget levels. So wonderful, amazing little thrift flip / Dollar Tree wreath that you guys can do at home. Super easy. Just grab some florals, a cute little gnome, and some ribbon, and go to town. And it wouldn't be Olivia's romantic home video if we didn't have our cutie pie little Benji bear here. He is just popping in to say hello to everybody. He gave me probably 20 kisses when I got home today, so he missed his mama, but he is here to say hi to all his puppy dog fans and kitty cat fans out there.
Thank you so much.
Hey, listen, it has been such a pleasure to have Jake, an interior designer at Bratton House Antiques in Branson, Missouri, joining us on this I Love Fall series. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, comment down below, and definitely keep joining us for more.
You know, this has been a dream of mine. I get to do what I love to do, which is craft and design things and make something out of nothing. I want to thank Olivia for inviting me to go down this journey.
Yeah, so thank you guys again. They have a website you guys can go to, and I will link it in the description box below. Also, don't forget to be kind online. We read your comments as well as others, and those kind comments really make our hearts smile. Let us know that we're doing a good job, and just keep bringing you more amazing content. So remember, if you can dream it, you can do it. And if you can't, we'll show you how. Thank you guys again. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.